Before you get too attached, baby, don't get caught up in the lies, 'cause you will never make it back. 'Cause this city, this town, is so much more than that. Baby, do you feel like surfing on the waves? Oh, baby, now we can freak it from Hollywood up to the Bay. Ooh, yeah. Let me show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side,
Baby, let me show you what my side like. Don't get caught up in that limelight. All this water on my wrist, can't get the time right. I see you in hindsight, I see you as my wife. I see you with me in a 6'3", hair blowing in the breeze. It's your California dream. Yeah, tell me something I wanna believe. Tell me that you need me the way I need you on my team. If I see you in the spring, I would fall if you would leave. For the Mars and APs, they are ball in HD. From the west side with love, like I'm Diamond 13. Got me in real life, gotta say it for real twice. I'm from Southern California where the weather real nice. And the honey's not nice, still in the spotlight. I ain't gonna vibe, if you wanna ride, I'll show you what the west side. Show you on the west
show
side.
you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, we got what you want, we got what you like. Sunny days and palm trees, they'll get you. Just like that, when you leave, you'll be coming right back. 'Cause you can't get enough of this California. Show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, let me take you on a ride. West side, let me take you on a ride. 'Cause I wanna take you on the road. Let me take you on a ride. West side, let me take you.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Utah Jazz. Manning the middle at 6'10", number 41, Kelly Olynyk. At the point guard position, 6'1", number 11, Mike Conley. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 8, Jared Vanderbilt. At guard, at 6'4", number 00, Jordan Clarkson. At the other forward position, at 7, wearing number 23, Laurie Markkinen.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Craig Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Irving is out there with Simmons. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 slot.
And we've seen it for years. And despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Clarkson passes to Olynyk. Olynyk, a screen on Simmons. Conley kicks to Markkanen. From outside, off the mark. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And here's Harris from the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you can't give Harris any breathing room to shoot, especially when he's looking to fire the 3 ball.
Takes a step back. Conley dishes to Clarkson. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And here's Harris from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
Conley against Simmons. Here's the floater. And it's laid in by Conley.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Irving from long range sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Clarkson on the wing. It's the 3-point bomb. Clarkson's got 5.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. Markkanen pulls it in.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
Even though he lacks length, Olynyk's hustle makes him a threat on second chance opportunities.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving for 3, and the Nets another 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Conley. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Vanderbilt finds Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Here's O'Neal. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. There's Clarkson. He's got 7. Stolen by O'Neal. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. On its way from Irving for 2. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Conley, the pass to Markkanen. Into the lane. And yes, it's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 10 points.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Clarkson for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
And here's Vanderbilt, following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Take a break.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Vanderbilt. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Vanderbilt hits them both.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jazz trail by 8. Outside Conley. The 11-footer up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Fans, please, a big round of applause for the Jazz Youth Dance Team. Fans, please, a big round of applause for your Jazz Youth Dance Team.
Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You look at the Jazz, they're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And I think for the Jazz, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they've played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
Clarkson looking for an opening. And he's good on the 3-ball. Clarkson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Utah.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And there it is for him. Irving's got 17.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Jazz trail by 7. Knocks it loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Now here's Conley. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. It's sent back down by Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Olenek the pass to Conley. Olynyk sets a screen for Conley, and there's the drive.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Irving attacking. Another shot. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 11. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
They are not short in confidence, but they can't get too carried away because it could cost them the game.
Steve, you got to respect Royce O'Neal's consistency from beyond the arc.
Kevin, he takes shots he knows he can hit, and he keeps his three-point percentage above average season to season.
That free throw, no good. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes, but good offenses always find the weak link.
And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 12. Conley, the pass to Olynyk. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
On defense, the Nets. Here's Conley to stop the run. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Conley. Olynyk's got 5.
Defensively, you want to bake Olynyk, put it on the floor. Otherwise, he'll bury you.
A shot's good from Irving.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Clarkson on the wing. 3-pointer. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Conley, the pass to Clarkson. From deep. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. So Utah ends up going with a new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Watanabe's checked in for Royce O'Neal. T.J. Warren comes in for Joe Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Mills in for Nicholas Claxton. Nets leading by 11. Curry outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Utah's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, crosses over. He lays it in.
Making it look easy inside. Nickeil Alexander encouraged by his teammates.
Pulls up from the corner. Shot's good by Watanabe. And the Nets lead by 14.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Alexander Walker. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Outside Curry. Takes a three. And the Nets, another three.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Here's Gay following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Warren. Again, the Nets for two.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Guarded by Simmons. The dish to Beasley. To halt the run. Count it. Good.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Nets leading by 17. Here's Warren. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
TJ's a wing who doesn't just jack up threes. He likes to get physical on the inside as well.
Here's Alexander Walker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Gay, with no one around, sinks the triple.
Doing his part to help stretch the defense. Gay looking confident from range.
Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Alexander Walker. To the inside, Gay. And a missed layup.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Warren. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Warren's got his third bucket of the night. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Simmons. Kicks to Beasley. Pass to Horton Tucker. And Utah, another three.
The quick release there for Taylor Horton Tucker. I love the consistency.
Here's Watanabe. The shot that time, not on target. And Utah the other way now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
And here's Mills after Malik Beasley made that last three-pointer. Here's Horton Tucker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Taylor Horton Tucker doing a nice job of finding his teammates. They are loving it.
And here's Mills from the arc. And that's collected by Gay. And it's Utah's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Passes it to Alexander Walker. And the Jazz, another three.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Curry with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
To the middle. Here's Alexander Walker.
Getting airborne. Look at Alexander Walker taking off.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Here's Watanabe. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Watanabe's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. 34 seconds left in the first. Alexander Walker passes to Beasley. And it's blocked. 23 seconds left to play in the first. Simmons can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And Utah, another 3.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
A walking triple-double. That Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
The Nets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That one is off. Good on the second free throw. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On its way from Beasley for 2. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play.
The previous play is under review.
Making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
It's still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Nets leading by 8. So for Brooklyn now, Thomas is out there with O'Neal. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Sumner in at the point.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage. And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Now here is Conley. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Olynyk. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
It's a shot you would think he would make. He just doesn't make it all the time.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers. They get a hand on it. Down low, here's Irving. Again, the Nets for two.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Clarkson on the wing. And it's sent back by Irving.
What hustle from Kyrie on defense, outworking the shooter and getting the block.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Careless turnovers. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Joe Harris is checked in for Thomas. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. A 12-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Now here's Conley. Puts up a 3. It's blocked. Outside Irving. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 29.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here's Conley. To the middle. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
The man is a microwave. This team loves Clarkson's take-charge attitude when it comes to scoring. And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Utah calls timeout.
Look who it is, Jazz fans. It's your Utah Jazz Nets.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. 5th, the Jazz.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Conley with it. And Edmund Sumner is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 16. Vanderbilt gets to Conley. That 3 off the mark. And here are the Nets. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
And it's sent back by O'Neal. Sumner passes to Irving. Shoots over Clarkson, and that one's on target from the wing. Irving's got 36.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Conley dishes to Markkanen. Inside, out to Clarkson. The pass to Conley. Here's the three. Again, Conley missing.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Irving, good.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Watanabe's checked in for the Nets. Mills comes in for Edmund Sumner. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Brooklyn leading by 20. From past the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow. Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Irving from long range. Offensive rebound. Here's Mills. Drops in the layup for 2.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Jazz have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Conley, the pass to Olynyk. Conley with it. He's picked up by O'Neal.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
On its way from Irving for 2. Again, the Nets for 2.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 7 for him tonight. In the corner, Irving with it. Lets the 3 fly. Utah with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That one goes in. Clarkson's got 12 now in this quarter.
Not completely comfortable yet as a facilitator. Marketing working on that aspect of his game.
Irving from long range. Rebound by Olynyk. Jazz trail by 21. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
The accuracy of Kyrie's shot is impressive, helping him clean up in the mid-range.
Clarkson passes to Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement by Utah. Vanderbilt, a screen on Irving. That's a floater go. The shot's good from Vanderbilt.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Get on your feet and make some noise for your Utah Jazz Sprinklers Dance Crew.
change here. Warren's checked in.
Get loud once again, folks.
And here we can check out the story for Kyrie Irving. Nets leading by 21. On the wing, Irving. That one goes. Counted. Irving's got 47 points. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Beasley in the corner. Offline with his three.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Took him no time at all on that one. 49 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has 7. No good there.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And the Jazz with possession here. Following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. They need this. Pass to Alexander Walker. They get it back. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's Harris. No good on that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. For three, Beasley. Hills with the rebound.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
And it's good off the back rim and in. Mills has got 7 now in this quarter.
Aggressive with the dribble. Patty puts the D on his heels, then with the stop and pop.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Mills. Beasley outside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 5. Here's Alexander Walker. Takes the 3. Markkanen can't get it to go. Here's Watanabe. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan. Well, get that shot out of here.
The Jazz shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Malik Beasley. One shot.
Nice shot.
And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
And Utah making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Then for the Nets, Simmons checked in for Watanabe. Thomas comes in for Harris. And it's Seth Curry in for Patty Mills. Utah calls timeout.
Look who it is, Jazz fans. It's your Utah Jazz Network.
out some numbers for Beasley. His last 10 games, averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. 7 points in the game. And good that time. He has 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Irving. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
A minute 42 left in the second quarter. Pass to Gay. Knocked loose. Here's Alexander Walker. Connects from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got 10 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. Kyrie Irving is second.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
All teams are looking for offense from the two-guard position. These guys provide offense. They are elite players who can carry the scoring load for their teams.
Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
The rebound by the Jazz.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And once again, off the mark by Utah. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving attacking, and yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Beasley with a clean look, finds himself wide open and drills it. He's got 11.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triples.
And it's in there.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Here's the screen for 3, Beasley, and no good that time. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Nets running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Utah Jazz.
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. The deep ball is killing them. This is what happens when the other team identifies your weakness and just keeps hammering on it.
Okay, and now moving on to what's been a fantastic head-to-head matchup at the two-guard spot.
They've been assertive at the offensive end, willing and able to shoulder the scoring for their teams.
Yeah, they put on a show for us, Shaq. You know, it's something we kind of expected, but two great competitors are really going at it.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Conley. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Conley. Olynyk, a screen on Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Over Conley. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got the first bucket of the third here for Brooklyn.
And you'd love to see Simmons flex this range more. Defenses don't expect him to be a threat in that mid-range area.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will be the fourth of the string of five played on the road.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Conley kicks to Olynyk. Clarkson for three. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Here's Irving. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Irving's got 57 points.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here's Conley. Vanderbilt, a screen on Simmons. Conley finds Vanderbilt. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Unloads. Again, the Nets for 2.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Right side, Markkanen. A three-pointer off the mark.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Fades away. Simmons can't get it to go.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Simmons against Conley. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Here's Conley. After the basket by Brooklyn. Over Simmons. Another miss by Utah. Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. There's O'Neal with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. O'Neal's got 8. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
No good from Simmons. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. A shot by Clarkson, no good. O'Neal against Conley. Goes up the baseline. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And he gets the bucket. That's now 32 points for Jordan Clarkson.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
The Nets have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Nets. Mills comes in for Simmons. Second free throw, no good. Stolen by O'Neal. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. O'Neal's got 10 points in the game. Utah has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. To the inside. Vanderbilt misses. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-7 run. O'Neal misses. Utah is shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Here's Clarkson. Jams it in off the great move.
And sometimes we forget about Clarkson's vertical. He's more than happy to remind us on those throwdowns.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Olynyk got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Conley. Pass to Olynyk. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harris inside the line. Utah with the rebound.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Rob. O'Neal kicks to Sumner. Shoots over Clarkson. Up again. It's good on the putback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
Utah with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn, it's good. He has 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harris inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Clarkson dishes to Olynyk. Now the pass to Clarkson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Jazz have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
has checked in for the Jazz. Horton Tucker comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Watanabe's checked in for the Nets. Brooklyn on defense. Now here's Conley. Pass to Vanderbilt. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Gay. Pass to Vanderbilt. And Nicholas Clarkson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Clarkson passes to Horton Tucker. Picked by Gay. Back to Clarkson. And he uses the glass on the way. Clarkson's got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Utah has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Picked by Gay. Beasley for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Beasley's got 14.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's Claxton. Horton Tucker with the rebound. The Jazz have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Off target from outside. And for the Nets, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Here's Sumner. Passes it to Watanabe. The second chance effort. That shot misses. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Beasley outside. Gay sets the pick for Beasley. Kicks it out to Gay. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. He's got 10.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Here's Watanabe. Count that one.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Here's Clarkson. After the basket by Brooklyn. They grab their own miss. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Sumner. Over by Beasley. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Clarkson outside. And Edmund Sumner is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Clarkson. And then for Brooklyn, T.J. Warren comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Thomas subbed in for Patty Mills. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Free t-shirts coming your way. Let's hear you make some noise.
2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. Number 1, the Nets.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 10. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Okay, that's good. Gay's got 6 in the quarter.
Their third three-pointer in a row. Well, Rudy Gay was born in Brooklyn. Over 100 NBA players hail from that borough of New York City, making it a hotbed for hoops talent.
And the Jazz with possession here. Here's Alexander Walker. Tipped away. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Sumner. Oh, that's offensive interference. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Beasley's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A lot of talent indeed, and Rudy Gay is just one of many stars hailing from Brooklyn.
And future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony was born there. And just like Rudy, was in Maryland for high school. Kemba, Bernard King, Lenny Wilkins, other legends from the Brooklyn borough.
And Utah has possession. After the basket by Brooklyn. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 15.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Shot's good by Watanabe.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren, spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
1:49 left to play in the third. One-on-one here. Here's Sumner, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
The Jazz shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Horton Tucker, the pass to Alexander Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Thomas. That's his first personal.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
The first one falls.
This is the area of the game we've seen lots of improvement by Alexander Walker.
So for the Nets, Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Watanabe. And Irving subbed in for Edmund Sumner. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. The shot, no good. A challenging stretch here for Utah. The pass to Alexander Walker. Beasley with it, guarded by Curry. Here's Gay. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Curry, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 15 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 15. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Irving, and it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Beasley now atop the key. Here's Horton Tucker. He's guarded by Thomas. Gay scanning the floor. For 3. And so it's Brooklyn ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jazz shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. So with Irving on the bench, this is the group that Jock Vaughn has right now. They've got Morris. Warren is out there with Edwards. And it's Mills. And it's Thomas in at the 2-guard spot. Azubuike, no good. Nets shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want it. And the Jazz with possession here. Inside, here's Vanderbilt. Edwards with the block. Here's Morris. Goes back up. And it's Edwards getting it to go. Edwards got his first basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Warren. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
How about the pop and drop for Warren? The pull-up is so hard to defend, particularly when it's a guy like TJ who has size.
The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Morris, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Outside for Sexton. On the 3 off target. Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Thomas. Edwards. And finally they hit one. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Jazz have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Pass to Azubuike. And he lays it straight in.
Playing with good instincts. The key on making those around him better.
Shoots from the corner. He gets that one. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Sexton. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
Just a creative ball handler. Sexton does a really good job with his change of speeds and direction, keeping the defender off balance.
And the shot goes down. Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Sexton. Makes it off the glass.
Not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Thomas. Off target from the baseline. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Sexton deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Oh,
did you see that?
And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And here's Edwards from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
Got that one up quick.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Utah is shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Alexander Walker. High post shot. Rebound, Brooklyn. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. From 15 feet away, Sexton grabs the board.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Here's Alexander Walker. Azubuike is screen unworn. Pass to Vanderbilt. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Here's Abaji. Offensive rebound. Azubuike. Nice D from Warren. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Timeout called the Nets. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Here's Mills. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Mills has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you play Mills to set up from range, so he sneaks inside the arc and does damage.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by Watanabe.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Over Sexton. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Alexander Walker. Sexton, the pass to Azubuike. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Here's Sumner. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making six figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Olenek, he's checked in for Utah. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Sexton. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to the right wing. Here's Abashi. No good with the triple. And here are the Nets. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Clarkson. Off the left rim and out. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. To the middle. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Sky high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And here's Mills for three. The rebound by the Jazz. Horton Tucker's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Alexander Walker passes to Horton Tucker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The topic of parity is always front and center with the NBA. So, Steve, how do you see the balance in the league these days?
Well, Kevin, the NBA's done a good job trying to keep financial equality between teams. But the biggest stars want to play in the biggest markets. So parity will always be a factor.
First one falls for.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Markkanen drops them both.
Incredible touch for a big man. Markkanen shows it both in the field and at the line.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Great open look there. Alexander Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Shots good by Mills.
When you look at role players around the league who love to answer back, Mills is at the top of the list.
Down low, here's Conley. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Watanabe. Rebound, Utah.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Inside, here's Olynyk. Can't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Passes it to Watanabe. 14 feet away. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Horton Tucker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The pass to Alexander Walker. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. He dishes it to Markkanen. Here's Alexander Walker. It's good from long range. Alexander Walker's got 23.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
Mills can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside Conley. And Utah, another 3.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
Here's Sumner. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Conley finds Markkanen. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Teasley's checked in for the Jazz. And a switch here for Brooklyn. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Watanabe. So it's the Jazz now. And here's Beasley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Good on the triple. Alexander Walker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A tremendous role player. Patty Mills simply gets what he can within the flow of the offense.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Mills. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Sumner. Again, the Nets for 2.
Assist goes to Nicholas Clarkson.
The Jazz shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Mills. Traps in the tray.
If Taylor Horton Tucker's three-point shot is falling, it will make him truly dangerous.
The Nets shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Here's Clarkson. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Clarkson.
There's 1:54 left in the game. Master Olynyk. Here he goes. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Finishes well around the basket. You can't let Kelly get past you on the drive.
From the top of the key. Mills can't hit.
Decent look for mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Picked by Markkanen. Alexander Walker passes to Markkanen. And Utah, another 3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And Utah has possession after T.J. Warren's miss. Here's Horton Tucker. Outside, Markkanen. And it's Beasley in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit the corner 3. Timeout called the Nets. They're up by 20. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution. But let's see out of the timeout.
It's your Utah Jazz Nets. Substitution for the Jazz. Kessler, Rudy Gay.
And the Nets with possession here. Here's Mills. And again, it's the Nets missing. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Markkanen. To the paint. And finished off by Gay.
Boy, what an advantage that is when your 7-footer can initiate, then hit the roller in stride.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.